This snow moon isn't just another celestial event, it's a cosmic alarm clock. Its reflective energy is about to trigger something extraordinary, and your time to prepare is running out. This snow moon is the key, unlocking 7 forgotten gateways within you, and if you understand them and can access them, profound healing is available. The reflective power of this snow moon is surging through light workers, activating dormant areas within. These gateways hold a key to your next evolution, a transformation that will reshape your reality. Each gateway represents a different aspect of your hidden self, suppressed emotions, lost talents, forgotten memories, the list goes on. On February 24th, as the snow moon reaches its peak in Virgo, prepare for a journey into the depths of your soul. This isn't just about uncovering old wounds, it's about tapping into immense power, rewriting your story, and stepping into your true potential. These gateways affect everything, from your daily mood to your deepest relationships, and even the world around you. Ignoring these gateways is like navigating a maze blindfolded. Understanding them is the key to unlocking your full potential. I am going to guide you through these gates and empower you to have deep compassion in these confusing times. Light workers, those sensitive souls dedicated to illuminating the world, will feel these shifts most profoundly. If you're drawn to serve, to heal, to uplift, this message is definitely for you. These gateways aren't obstacles, but rather doors that have been closed for too long. Inside, you'll find pieces of yourself you thought you'd lost forever, now ready to be reclaimed. We'll explore how the snow moon interacts with specific planetary alignments, the unseen energies that are now at play, and the increased activity of spiritual forces around you. Are you experiencing vivid dreams, sudden anxiety, or unexplained aches? These may be signs that a specific gateway is trying to open, attempting to get your attention and redirect you on your path. Have you felt like something's been stirring deep within, a sense of anticipation, a nagging feeling that you're on the cusp of something big? Which of these forgotten doorways will be revealed, calling for your attention first? These gateways may not open gently. Prepare for a storm of emotions, a flood of memories, but know that on the other side lies unparalleled clarity and strength. That lingering fear you can't quite shake, that unresolved grief that still haunts your dreams, they may be connected to a specific gateway that's yearning to be opened, calling on you to be healed. In the coming parts of this series, I'll share specific techniques, meditations, journaling prompts, energy exercises to help you navigate each gateway with grace and power, so stay tuned. So which gateway is calling to you the loudest? Which resonates with the very core of your being, stirring long-forgotten feelings? Let's begin our deep dive as the snow moon's light pierces through the veil, revealing the secrets held within these forgotten spaces. Tonight, everything begins to change, provided you are prepared to meet it head-on. The first gateway we'll explore is the gateway of frozen tears, and it's all about unresolved grief and loss. Think of it as a dam built within your soul, holding back the natural flow of sorrow and preventing emotional healing. This unresolved grief, whether from past lives, childhood traumas, or recent heartbreaks, can manifest in surprising ways. Perhaps you experience chronic fatigue, a weariness that no amount of sleep can cure, because your body is constantly expending energy to suppress these emotions. Or maybe you struggle with writer's block, unable to tap into your creativity because the wellspring of your emotions is frozen solid. The inability to form meaningful connections, a fear of intimacy stemming from past losses, could also be a manifestation. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to build walls around their hearts, unconsciously pushing others away? Perhaps this gateway has been activated within you. Some potential symptoms may arise as emotional numbness, a sense of detachment from your own feelings and the world around you. Or it may manifest as persistent sadness that lingers like a shadow, coloring every experience. Difficulty sleeping, plagued by nightmares or a restless mind, and even unexplained physical pain, particularly in the chest or lungs, may arise, indicating a blockage in your heart chakra. As light workers, you might face unique challenges as this gateway opens. You may find it difficult to hold space for others' emotions due to your own unresolved grief, experiencing burnout from constantly absorbing the pain of those around you. You might even attract clients who mirror your own unresolved issues, creating a cycle of emotional entanglement. What core beliefs are contributing to this blockage? Perhaps you believe, "I'm not allowed to grieve," fearing that if you open the floodgates, you'll be overwhelmed by sorrow. Or maybe you tell yourself, "If I let go of the pain, I'll lose the connection to the person I lost," clinging to grief as a way to keep their memory alive. This gateway is deeply connected to the heart chakra, the center of love, compassion, and emotional balance. Blocked grief can manifest as both physical and emotional imbalances in this energy center, hindering your ability to give and receive love freely. But what if we reframed grief, not as a weakness, but as a powerful emotion that, when processed, can lead to greater empathy, compassion, and resilience? What if, by embracing your sorrow, you could unlock a deeper capacity for love and connection? In the upcoming segments, we'll explore emotional release techniques, forgiveness exercises, and self-compassion practices that can help you unlock this gateway and allow the tears to finally flow, cleansing your heart and soul. Next, we have the gateway of shattered dreams, which centers on the frustration of unrealized ambitions and lost potential. Picture this as a garden overgrown with weeds, choking the life out of the seeds of your dreams, preventing them from blossoming into reality. This frustration can manifest as apathy, a sense of indifference to life, as if nothing truly matters anymore. Depression can take hold, a heavy weight that makes it difficult to even get out of bed in the morning, and self-sabotage, a destructive pattern of behavior that prevents you from achieving your goals, can also occur. You might constantly start new projects but never finish them, jumping from one idea to the next without ever fully committing. Perhaps you are settling for unfulfilling jobs, knowing that you're capable of so much more, but lacking the courage to take the leap. Or maybe you find yourself procrastinating on pursuing your passions, always finding excuses to delay your dreams for another day. Are you feeling a lack of motivation, a sense of inertia that keeps you stuck in place? Do you experience chronic fatigue, despite getting enough sleep, feeling drained of energy and enthusiasm? Feelings of hopelessness, a belief that your dreams will never come true, and the difficulty setting goals, feeling overwhelmed by the enormity of what you want to achieve can be indicators. Self-sabotaging behaviors, such as procrastination, perfectionism, or addiction, might also surface. As light workers, this gateway can present unique challenges, such as feeling like you're not living up to your potential as healers or guides, comparing yourself to others in the field, and struggling to monetize your gifts, feeling guilty for charging for your services. What core beliefs are contributing to this blockage? Perhaps you believe, "I'm not good enough," doubting your abilities and worthiness of success. Or maybe you're plagued by, "I'm afraid of failure," fearing the judgment and disappointment that might come if you don't achieve your dreams. The thought, "My dreams are unrealistic," dismissing your aspirations as foolish or unattainable, may also creep in. This gateway is connected to the solar plexus chakra, the center of personal power, confidence, and self-esteem. Blocked potential can manifest as a lack of confidence, low self-esteem, and difficulty taking action, hindering your ability to manifest your desires. But what if we reframed lost potential not as a failure, but as an opportunity to rediscover dormant passions, set achievable goals, and celebrate small wins? What if, by embracing your unique talents and gifts, you could unlock a new level of fulfillment and purpose? We will explore rediscovering dormant passions, setting achievable goals, celebrating small wins, and visualizing success that can help you unlock this gateway and reclaim your power, igniting the fire within and propelling you towards your dreams. The third gateway is the gateway of silent screams, focusing on repressed anger and resentment. Imagine this as a volcano simmering beneath the surface, building up pressure until it eventually erupts in destructive ways. This repressed anger can turn inward, causing physical tension, destructive behavior, passive aggressiveness, and difficulty expressing your needs in a healthy way. Perhaps you experience chronic headaches, a constant throbbing in your head that never seems to go away. Or it could be teeth grinding, clenching your jaw so tightly that it causes pain and discomfort. Explosive outbursts, sudden bursts of anger that seem disproportionate to the situation, and the difficulty setting boundaries, allowing others to take advantage of you, can also occur. Have you noticed jaw pain, headaches, or digestive issues? Or perhaps muscle tension, especially in your neck and shoulders, a physical manifestation of holding onto anger. Irritability, a short fuse and a tendency to snap at others, as well as passive-aggressive behavior, expressing your anger indirectly through sarcasm or manipulation, may be indicators. Difficulty asserting oneself, struggling to stand up for your needs and opinions, could also surface. As light workers, you may find it difficult to set boundaries with clients or energy vampires, those who drain your energy and leave you feeling depleted. You might suppress your own anger in order to maintain a peaceful image, fearing that expressing your true feelings will alienate others. Or you might attract conflict into your life, finding yourself constantly embroiled in arguments and disagreements. What core beliefs are contributing to this blockage? Maybe you have been told, it's not okay to be angry, believing that anger is a negative emotion to be avoided at all costs. Perhaps the belief anger is a sign of weakness is holding you back, fearing that expressing anger will make you appear vulnerable or out of control. Maybe it is, if I express my anger, people will leave me, fearing rejection or abandonment. This gateway is connected to the root chakra and the sacral chakra, the centers of security, stability, creativity, and sexuality. Blocked anger can manifest as feelings of insecurity, instability, and difficulty, connecting with your own creativity and sensuality. What if we reframed repressed anger not as a negative emotion to be avoided, but as a powerful source of energy that, when expressed healthily, can fuel boundary setting, assertiveness, and positive change? What if, by embracing your anger, you could unlock a new level of personal power and authenticity? In our upcoming sessions, we will discuss healthy outlets for anger expression, boundary setting techniques, and conflict resolution skills. Are you ready to release what is being held in the gateway of silent screams? And do these gateways resonate with you? Are you keen to learn more? Then stay tuned, as there are 4 more gateways to be opened in the next part. Now we explore the gateway of shadowed truths, revealing the burdens of hidden guilt. This gateway unlocks when past actions or decisions trigger feelings of guilt and shame, significantly hindering your self-acceptance, forgiveness, and authenticity. It's like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders, a constant reminder of perceived wrongdoings. This can appear as difficulty in receiving love, feeling undeserving of affection or kindness, perhaps unconsciously pushing away those who try to get close. Chronic feelings of unworthiness may surface, leading to a belief that you are inherently flawed or inadequate. Self-punishing behaviors, such as engaging in destructive habits or sabotaging your own success, might also become prevalent. Secrets and repressed memories play a significant part here, buried deep within your subconscious, influencing your present-day actions and emotions. Do you find yourself constantly apologizing, even when you've done nothing wrong? Or perhaps you struggle to make eye contact, burdened by a sense of shame or remorse. Do you find that you are constantly seeking approval from others, needing external validation to feel worthy? Potential symptoms of this blocked gateway include low self-esteem, a diminished sense of self-worth and confidence, anxiety, a constant state of unease and worry. Depression, a persistent feeling of sadness and hopelessness. Social withdrawal, isolating yourself from others due to feelings of shame or unworthiness. Perfectionism, setting impossibly high standards for yourself in an attempt to compensate for your perceived flaws. Self-sabotage, engaging in behaviors that undermine your own success and happiness. And physical tension, especially in the shoulders and neck, a physical manifestation of carrying the weight of guilt. As light workers, you might feel disproportionately responsible for others' pain, taking on the burdens of those around you and struggling to detach from their suffering. You might find yourself struggling to forgive yourself for perceived failures in your healing work, dwelling on past mistakes and questioning your abilities as a healer. You might even unconsciously project your own guilt onto others, criticizing or judging them harshly as a way to deflect from your own feelings of inadequacy. What insidious core beliefs are contributing to this blockage? Is it "I am inherently bad," leading you to believe that you are fundamentally flawed and unworthy of love and happiness? Or is it the relentless thought, "I don't deserve happiness," feeling that you must suffer or atone for past mistakes? Could it be, "I can never be forgiven," believing that your transgressions are too great to be pardoned, even by yourself? Societal and religious conditioning often plays a powerful role in shaping our perceptions of guilt, instilling rigid moral codes, and fostering a sense of inherent sinfulness. This gateway is closely linked to the solar plexus and sacral chakras. The solar plexus, the seat of personal power, is diminished, leading to a lack of self-confidence and assertiveness. The sacral chakra, the center of creativity and sensuality, becomes stagnant, hindering the flow of creative energy and diminishing your sense of pleasure and joy. But what if we embraced guilt not as a life sentence, but as a catalyst for shadow work, acknowledging and integrating the darker aspects of ourselves? What if we saw guilt as a signal, alerting us to the need to make amends or change our behavior? What if, through self-compassion, we could learn to forgive ourselves for past mistakes and move forward with greater wisdom and understanding? Next is the gateway of frozen intuition, where doubt and fear cloud inner wisdom. This gateway is activated when the fear of following your intuition creates indecision and mistrust, resulting in stagnation, anxiety, and missed opportunities. Imagine trying to navigate a dark forest without a compass, stumbling blindly and second-guessing every step. This can present as ignoring those gut feelings that later turn out to be correct, dismissing those nagging hunches as mere coincidence. Constantly seeking external validation may arise, needing reassurance from others before making even the smallest decisions. You may find yourself second-guessing decisions constantly, plagued by doubt and uncertainty. Potential symptoms here are anxiety, a constant state of worry and unease about the future, indecisiveness, difficulty making choices, even in trivial matters, brain fog, a persistent mental cloudiness, and difficulty concentrating, difficulty making decisions, feeling paralyzed by fear of making the wrong choice. Chronic second-guessing, constantly questioning your past decisions and wondering what if, feeling lost or directionless, a lack of clarity about your purpose and path, and physical tension, especially in the head and third eye area, a physical manifestation of mental strain and blocked energy. For light workers, this presents as doubting your own psychic abilities, questioning the validity of your intuitive insights, and fearing that you're simply imagining things. There may also be fear of misinterpreting messages from spirit guides, worried that you're not receiving clear guidance or that you're misinterpreting the signs. Hesitating to share your intuitive insights with others, fearing judgment or ridicule may also arise. But what sinister core beliefs might be contributing to this blockage? Is it, "I can't trust myself," believing that your intuition is unreliable and prone to error? Or maybe, "My intuition is unreliable," discounting your gut feelings as irrational or illogical. Perhaps it's a deep-seated thought that it's safer to follow logic than feelings, prioritizing rational thought over intuitive guidance. And how might past experiences where intuition led to negative outcomes weigh on your ability to trust going forward? This gateway is directly connected to the third eye chakra, the center of intuition, insight, and psychic abilities. Blocked intuition can manifest as a lack of clarity, a disconnection from your inner guidance, and a weakened sense of purpose. But what if we reframed doubt and fear not as obstacles to be avoided, but as opportunities to cultivate self-trust, develop discernment, and strengthen our connection to intuition? What if we recognized that intuition is like a muscle, growing stronger with each use? By embracing these intuitive downloads, we could tap into a deeper source of wisdom and guidance. Now, we move to the gateway of broken boundaries, where emotional shame dictates self-worth. This opens when you allow others to violate your emotional boundaries, resulting in a deep-seated sense of worthlessness, simmering resentment, and a profound difficulty in asserting your needs. It's like living in a house with no walls, constantly exposed to the whims and demands of others. You may notice people-pleasing behavior arising in you, constantly seeking to please others, even at your own expense. You may find it difficult to say no, feeling obligated to fulfill every request, no matter how unreasonable. You may be tolerating abuse or disrespect, accepting mistreatment as normal or deserved, perhaps feeling like you are not worthy of better treatment. You may also find yourself feeling responsible for others' emotions, taking on their burdens and neglecting your own needs. Here, potential symptoms are fatigue, a persistent feeling of exhaustion and depletion. Anxiety, a constant state of worry and unease. Depression, a profound feeling of sadness and hopelessness. Difficulty sleeping, a restless mind that prevents you from falling asleep or staying asleep. Chronic resentment, a simmering anger and bitterness towards those who violate your boundaries. Feeling drained after social interactions, feeling emotionally and energetically depleted after spending time with others. And physical tension, especially in the gut area, a physical manifestation of suppressed emotions and a lack of personal power. As light workers, this presents as attracting clients who are emotionally demanding, draining your energy and leaving you feeling depleted. Overextending yourself to help others may surface, sacrificing your own well-being in service of others. Then feeling guilty for setting boundaries, feeling selfish or unkind for prioritizing your own needs might arise. Difficulty receiving abundance due to feelings of unworthiness, believing that you don't deserve to be compensated for your gifts and talents may also become apparent. Is it possible that these core beliefs are contributing to this blockage? Is it, my needs don't matter, believing that your own well-being is less important than the needs of others? Or perhaps, I have to earn love and acceptance, feeling that you must constantly prove your worth in order to be loved and accepted? Or is it a fear that it's selfish to set boundaries, believing that prioritizing your own needs is inherently wrong, perhaps negative childhood experiences where boundaries were violated or ignored are at play? This gateway connects deeply with the sacral and root chakras. Broken boundaries diminish the sacral chakra, hindering your connection with your own sexuality and creativity. It also weakens the root chakra, undermining your sense of safety and security. But what if we reframed boundary setting not as selfish or unkind, but as an essential act of self-love and self-preservation? What if we understood that healthy boundaries can actually strengthen relationships, creating a foundation of respect and understanding? Finally, we arrive at the gateway of echoing betrayal, marked by lingering regret and deep-seated distrust. This gateway unlocks when you relive experiences of abandonment and betrayal, leading to difficulty trusting others and forming meaningful relationships. It's like walking through life with a shattered mirror, seeing reflections of past hurts in every new encounter. This creates a fear of commitment, avoiding long-term relationships due to fear of being hurt again. Difficulty opening up emotionally, keeping your feelings guarded and hidden from others may also surface. Sabotaging relationships, unconsciously undermining your own connections in anticipation of betrayal might also occur. You may also project past betrayals onto new people, assuming that others will inevitably hurt or disappoint you. Symptoms that may present are anxiety, a persistent state of worry and unease about relationships. Depression, a deep-seated feeling of sadness and hopelessness. Difficulty sleeping, a restless mind that prevents you from falling asleep or staying asleep. Feelings of isolation, a sense of loneliness and disconnection from others. Cynicism, a distrustful and pessimistic outlook on life. Paranoia, a feeling of being watched or targeted by others. And physical tension, especially in the chest and back, a physical manifestation of a guarded heart and a burdened spirit. For light workers, this creates difficulty trusting their spiritual team, questioning the motives of spirit guides and angels. There may also be a fear of being misled by false prophets or gurus, worried about being taken advantage of or deceived. It may result in a struggle to build a supportive community, finding it hard to connect with others who share your beliefs and values. This is largely because you may attract people who mirror your past betrayals, repeating old patterns of hurt and disappointment. Is it possible that these core beliefs are contributing to this blockage? It might sound like people can't be trusted, believing that everyone will eventually betray or disappoint you. Or perhaps I'm always going to be betrayed, feeling that you're destined to experience repeated heartbreak. Maybe it is simply, it's safer to be alone than to risk getting hurt, choosing isolation over vulnerability. Consider the impact of traumatic experiences on your ability to trust and form attachments. This gateway is profoundly linked to the heart chakra. Past betrayals create a protective wall around the heart, preventing the flow of love and connection, manifesting as physical heart problems or difficulty breathing. But what if we reframed betrayal not as a reflection of one's own worthiness, but as a painful experience that can ultimately lead to greater self-awareness, resilience, and discernment? What if we focused on the importance of forgiveness, both of others and of oneself, in healing from betrayal? So we've explored the gateway of frozen tears, grief, the gateway of shattered dreams, lost potential, the gateway of silent screams, suppressed anger, the gateway of shadowed truths, hidden guilt, the gateway of frozen intuition, doubt and fear, the gateway of broken boundaries, emotional shame, and the gateway of echoing betrayal, regret and distrust. Each holds unique challenges and opportunities. While each gateway is distinct, they are also interconnected. Releasing guilt, for instance, can open the door to greater self-trust and strengthen your intuition. I know this is a lot to take in. It's okay if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed. Take a deep breath and remember that you're not alone on this journey. Understanding these gateways is just the first step. Now, it's time to explore practical techniques for unlocking them and unleashing your full potential. Now, let's arm ourselves with the tools to dismantle these blockages, because this snow moon demands action, not just awareness. What if the very thing holding you back is the key to unlocking your greatest gifts? Are you ready to step into that power? Let's begin our healing journey, starting with the gateway of frozen tears. The core blockage here isn't grief itself, it's the unprocessed grief, that stagnant pool of sorrow you've been avoiding. It's the dam you've built around your heart, afraid to release the flood of emotions. Are you carrying ancestral grief, a weight passed down through generations? Or perhaps it's the pain of childhood losses still echoing in your present-day life. This moon is demanding you feel it to heal it. But how? First, embrace emotional release techniques. Think of deep breathing exercises like the 478 technique as a gentle wave washing over your pain, calming the storm within. Inhale deeply for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and exhale slowly for 8. Repeat this several times, allowing your body to relax and your emotions to surface. Somatic experiencing encourages you to focus on the physical sensations associated with your grief. Where do you feel it in your body? Is it a tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or a tension in your jaw? By bringing awareness to these sensations, you can begin to release the trapped energy. For example, close your eyes, focus on the tightness in your chest, and imagine it softening with each exhale. Expressive arts, like journaling, painting, or music, offer creative outlets for your grief. Try this journaling prompt. What am I afraid will happen if I fully feel this grief? Let your pen flow freely, without judgment, and see what emerges. Self-compassion is your armor during this process. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a grieving friend. Speak to yourself gently, acknowledging your pain without criticism. Repeat these self-compassion statements. May I be kind to myself in this moment. May I accept myself as I am. May I give myself the compassion that I need. Even the very act of speaking kindly to yourself can start to loosen the blockage. Forgiveness exercises can release the grip of past pain. Explore Ho'oponopono, the ancient Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. Silently repeat the phrases, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, while focusing on the person or situation you are grieving, or write a letter to the deceased, expressing both your love and your unresolved feelings. Pour your heart out onto the page without censoring yourself, then release the letter by burning it or burying it. If your grief stems from past lives, set the intention to release the karmic ties that bind you to that pain. Imagine cutting the cords that connect you to those past experiences, freeing yourself to move forward with grace and ease. Remember, your healing ripples outward, contributing to the healing of collective grief, particularly in relation to historical traumas and societal injustices. By releasing your personal pain, you become a beacon of light, illuminating the path for others to heal. Are you ready to choose love? Many struggle with the fear of being overwhelmed by grief. Pace yourself, dear light worker. Seek support from therapists, grief counselors, or support groups. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And remember that chest pain or shortness of breath might signal a blocked heart chakra, urging you to release those trapped emotions. Let's move on to the gateway of shattered dreams. The core issue here isn't a lack of success. It's the belief that success is unattainable or that you are unworthy of achieving your dreams. It's the voice inside that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never make it." Rediscovering dormant passions is key. Brainstorming activities can help you identify what truly sparks joy within you. Explore your childhood interests, revisit old hobbies, and allow yourself to dream again without limitations. Take introductory classes in new fields that pique your curiosity. For example, if you've always been drawn to music, take a beginner's guitar lesson. Identify a spark joy activity and commit to it for just 15 minutes a day. It could be anything from drawing to dancing to simply listening to your favorite music. Setting achievable goals is crucial. Break down large, overwhelming goals into smaller, manageable steps. Apply the SMART goal framework. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," try, "I will write 500 words of my book every day for the next week." Celebrating small wins reinforces your progress. Acknowledge and reward yourself for every step forward, no matter how small. Did you complete your 15 minutes of joyful activity? Treat yourself to a relaxing bath. Did you finish writing those 500 words? Buy yourself a small treat. These self-rewards reinforce positive behavior and keep you motivated. Your healing inspires others. By pursuing your potential, you inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change and innovation. Start a local community initiative or mentor someone who is struggling to find their path. Many face procrastination and self-sabotage, but these can be overcome. Identify your triggers. What situations or thoughts lead you to procrastinate or sabotage your own success? Develop coping mechanisms, such as using the Pomodoro technique, working in focused 25-minute intervals with short breaks, or practicing self-affirmations. "I am capable of achieving my dreams. I am worthy of success." Remember, feelings of apathy and low motivation are often linked to a blocked solar plexus chakra, urging you to reclaim your personal power. Now, we'll tackle the gateway of silent screams. The core issue here isn't the presence of anger, it's the suppression of anger, the inability to express it in a healthy way. This suppressed anger festers inside, poisoning your body and mind. Healthy outlets for anger expression are essential. Physical activity, like running, boxing, or dancing, can help you release pent-up energy. Creative expression, like painting, sculpting, or writing, can allow you to channel your anger into something productive. Assertive communication, using I statements to express your needs and boundaries, can help you address conflicts directly and respectfully. If you're typically passive, try adapting these practices. For example, if you struggle to express your anger verbally, write a letter to the person who angered you, expressing your feelings honestly and directly, but without sending it. Boundary setting is key to preventing future anger buildup. Define your personal limits and communicate them clearly and assertively to others. Provide specific scripts for setting boundaries in different situations. For example, with demanding clients, say, "I'm happy to help, but I'm only available during these hours." With family members who overstep, say, "I appreciate your input, but I need to make my own decisions. Learn conflict resolution skills. Practice active listening, truly hearing and understanding the other person's perspective. Cultivate empathy, putting yourself in their shoes, and strive to find mutually agreeable solutions, compromises that satisfy everyone's needs. A step-by-step guide might include: 1. Acknowledge the other person's feelings. 2. Express your own needs clearly and respectfully. 3. Brainstorm possible solutions. 4. Choose the solution that works best for both of you. By expressing anger healthily, you prevent it from turning into resentment and violence, contributing to a more peaceful and harmonious society. Actively protest injustice with clear boundaries, standing up for what you believe in without resorting to aggression. Many fear expressing anger, but it's essential. Communicate your anger assertively without being aggressive. Find the right time and place to express your anger when you can speak calmly and respectfully. Link jaw pain or headaches to the blocked root and sacral chakras, urging you to release pent-up anger. But what about those other gateways? The shadowy truths, the frozen intuition, the broken boundaries and echoing betrayals. The answers lie within you, and the snow moon is here to help you find them. Now we move on to address the action and practices for Gateways 45. The answers lie within you, and the snow moon is here to help you find them. But that's not all. The snow moon isn't just illuminating these gateways, it's actively pushing them open, stirring up energies that have been dormant for far too long. This is the prime moment to understand which gateways are most active in your life. Here's a critical concept. Specific emotional, physical, and behavioral symptoms are direct indicators of which gateway is currently being activated. Are you truly listening to yourself? Your body and your emotions are communicating with you constantly. Every ache, every anxiety, every recurring thought, it's a clue pointing to the gateway yearning for your attention. Become a detective in your own life. Let's begin with the gateway of frozen tears, grief, and loss. Prolonged sadness might be more than just a mood. It may be the gateway whispering to you. Symptoms include feelings of emptiness or numbness, difficulty experiencing joy, intense crying spells seemingly out of nowhere, preoccupation with loss, even guilt about past losses. A subtle but potent fear of future losses might also emerge. Envision someone who has a deep-seated fear of losing their partner, constantly checking in on them, catastrophizing every minor inconvenience, or becoming overly controlling. Physically, this gateway can manifest as chest pain or tightness, shortness of breath, as if a weight is on you, chronic fatigue that no amount of sleep can alleviate, digestive issues that seem to flare up during emotional periods, and a weakened immune system leaving you vulnerable to every passing illness. Consider unexplained aches and pains, especially in the upper body, a cry from your heart chakra. Relate symptoms to energy blockages in the heart chakra area. Behavioral symptoms might include social withdrawal, a desire to isolate yourself from loved ones, difficulty forming or maintaining relationships due to fear of loss, neglecting self-care, abandoning routines that once brought comfort, and even engaging in self-destructive behaviors such as overeating or substance abuse as a means of numbing the pain. Some may even find themselves hoarding objects related to past losses, clinging to physical reminders of what is gone. For lightworkers, this gateway can manifest as feeling overwhelmed by the grief of others, attracting clients who are themselves deep in grief, and experiencing difficulty setting boundaries with these grieving clients, leading to empathic distress. A feeling of disconnection from spiritual practice, as if the wellspring of faith has dried up, can also signal this gateway's activation. All these symptoms point back to unresolved grief and loss, to the need for emotional release. The snow moon amplifies this need, demanding that you acknowledge and process the pain you have been carrying. Now let's move to the gateway of shattered dreams, lost potential. Feeling apathetic or hopeless can be more than just a temporary setback. It may be a sign that this gateway is opening. Specific symptoms include a general lack of motivation, a pervasive sense of chronic dissatisfaction, feeling stuck in a rut with no way out, low self-esteem that colors every thought and action, and constant self-doubt that undermines any attempt at progress. Another common symptom, resentment towards those who have achieved their dreams, a bitterness that eats away from the inside. Imagine someone stuck in a dead-end job, constantly scrolling through social media, envying the success of others, while simultaneously telling themselves they're not good enough to pursue their own passions. Physically, this gateway can manifest as chronic fatigue that lingers no matter how much you rest. Consistently low energy levels making even simple tasks feel Herculean, digestive issues arising from the stress of unfulfillment, weight gain or loss due to emotional eating or lack of appetite, insomnia fueled by anxieties about the future, and persistent headaches or muscle tension. A physical manifestation of suppressed desires. Recognize that these are all linked to energy blockages in the solar plexus chakra area. Behavioral symptoms may include procrastination on tasks that could lead to growth, avoidance of challenges that could spark excitement, settling for less than one truly deserves, and subtle yet persistent self-sabotaging behaviors that keep you stuck in place. Note also the tendency to compare yourself to others, always finding yourself lacking, and excessive daydreaming without ever taking concrete action to realize those dreams. For lightworkers, this gateway can manifest as feeling unfulfilled in their healing work, struggling to monetize their gifts and provide for themselves, constantly comparing themselves to other healers and feeling inadequate, and doubting their abilities to make a real difference in the world, all culminating in a profound feeling of lacking purpose or direction. These symptoms point back to unrealized potential and the pressing need to rediscover dormant passions. The snow moon is shining a light on these neglected aspects of yourself, urging you to reclaim your power and pursue your true calling. Finally, let's examine the gateway of silent screams, suppressed anger. The key isn't just irritation, but persistent irritability and frustration. Recognize that this gateway opens when you're constantly on edge. Other emotional symptoms encompass deep-seated resentment, a pervasive bitterness that colors your outlook, cynicism that dismisses any possibility of goodness, and a thinly veiled hostility that erupts in explosive outbursts of anger. Even passive-aggressive behavior, those subtle jabs and digs, indicate this gateway's activation. The ultimate result, difficulty expressing your needs assertively. Consider someone constantly agreeing to things they don't want to do, then seething with resentment afterward, but never voicing their true feelings. Physically, this gateway can manifest as jaw pain from constantly clenching your teeth, headaches and migraines that seem to have no trigger, digestive issues stemming from the stress of suppressed emotions, muscle tension, especially in the neck and shoulders, and chronic high blood pressure, a sign of internal pressure. Skin problems such as eczema or acne can also surface as the body attempts to release the toxic energy of repressed anger. Be mindful that these symptoms connect to energy blockages in the root and sacral chakra areas. Behavioral symptoms might include difficulty setting boundaries, a tendency towards people-pleasing behavior, an inability to say no, even when overwhelmed, engaging in frequent arguments or conflicts, though you may also veer to the opposite extreme and suppress emotions entirely, withdrawing from others as a result. Substance abuse and other impulsive behaviors are also common coping mechanisms. For lightworkers, this gateway can manifest as attracting conflict into their lives, encountering so-called energy vampires that drain their energy, and suppressing their own anger to maintain a peaceful image, often resulting in feeling resentful toward clients or colleagues. Each of these symptoms points back to repressed anger and the urgent need for healthy expression. The snow moon demands that you confront this suppressed rage and find constructive ways to release it before it festers and causes further damage. Continued, these symptoms are your initial map, but the journey doesn't end with recognition. These identified gateways not only manifest as symptoms you can observe, they each carry a distinct energetic signature, a palpable feeling. Think of it as moving beyond simply reading the weather report to actually feeling the shift in the wind, the change in temperature, the weight of the humidity just before a storm. This is about tuning into what you feel, not just what you think. Are you ready to truly experience the opening of these gateways? Before we delve into the specifics, it's crucial to understand that energy, in its subtlest form, is all around us and within us. It's the life force that animates everything, and you, as a lightworker, are particularly attuned to perceiving it. Energy can manifest in countless ways. A subtle tingling in your hands, a wave of heat washing over you, a feeling of pressure in your chest, an overwhelming emotion that seems to come out of nowhere, or a vivid image flashing in your mind's eye. Some see colors or geometric patterns. Others hear sounds or voices. The key is to trust what you're experiencing, even if it seems unusual or doesn't conform to someone else's description. There is no right or wrong way to feel it. Your perception is unique and valid. What sensations are you able to perceive? Let's start with the gateway of frozen tears, grief, and loss. Beyond the sadness and the physical symptoms, this gateway radiates a specific energy signature. Imagine wading through thick, heavy mud on a cold, overcast day. That's the energetic equivalent of unresolved grief. It feels heavy, stagnant, cold, dense, constricted, like a weight pressing down on you. You're likely to feel this energy primarily in the chest, around the heart chakra area, as if your heart is encased in ice. However, it can also manifest in the throat, making it difficult to speak your truth, or in the lungs, leaving you feeling breathless and constricted. Emotionally, this translates to a deep, pervasive sadness, a heaviness of heart that never truly lifts, a feeling of being weighed down by the past, a sense of isolation and loneliness, and a longing for something that is irrevocably lost. For lightworkers, this gateway's energy can feel particularly overwhelming. You might find yourself absorbing the grief of others, taking on the pain of your clients, and struggling to maintain your own energy field in the presence of grieving individuals. There might even be a sense of hopelessness about the state of the world, a feeling that the pain is too great to bear. This energy is a clear sign that this gateway is opening, and although uncomfortable, it signals that deep healing and emotional release are now possible. Now, let's turn our attention to the gateway of shattered dreams, lost potential. Where the gateway of frozen tears is heavy, this gateway feels empty. The energy here is dull, stagnant, muted, like a room where the lights have been dimmed and the curtains drawn. There's a sense of being trapped or confined, a lack of vibrancy or spark, as if the very air around you is thick and lifeless. Imagine a musical instrument that hasn't been played in years, gathering dust in a forgotten corner. Physically, you might feel this energy primarily in the solar plexus, the stomach area, leading to a sense of unease or emptiness. It can also manifest in the sacral chakra, the lower abdomen, stifling your creativity and passion. Emotionally, this stagnation translates to apathy, hopelessness, discouragement, frustration, a sense of being stuck in a rut, a lack of motivation, and a feeling of being disconnected from your true purpose and passions. Lightworkers experiencing this gateway may feel unfulfilled in their healing work, questioning their path and doubting their abilities to make a tangible difference. They may find themselves constantly comparing themselves to other healers, feeling inadequate and struggling to manifest abundance in their own lives. This energy signifies an invitation to reignite your inner flame, to rediscover those dormant passions that have been waiting patiently for your attention. Finally, we come to the gateway of silent screams, suppressed anger. This gateway is less about heaviness and more about pressure. The energy here is hot, tense, constricted, vibrating, like a tightly coiled spring just waiting to be released. Imagine a pressure cooker about to explode, or a volcano rumbling beneath the surface. This energy is often felt primarily in the jaw, neck, and shoulders, manifesting as chronic tension and stiffness. It can also be felt in the root chakra at the base of the spine, creating a sense of being grounded in anger, or in the sacral chakra, fueling creative blockages. Emotionally, this translates to irritability, frustration, resentment, a simmering anger that's always just below the surface, a feeling of being on edge, a need to explode, and a deep sense of injustice. For lightworkers, this gateway can manifest as attracting conflict into their lives, feeling triggered by injustice and struggling to maintain their composure in challenging situations. There may be a tendency to suppress their anger to avoid conflict, only to find themselves feeling resentful towards those who exploit or take advantage of them. Feeling this heat, this internal pressure, is a signal that the gateway is opening, urging you to find constructive and healthy ways to release this pent-up energy. Now let's move on to gateways 4, 5, 6, and 7. Gateway 4, the gateway of shadowed truths, hidden guilt. Where the previous gateways hold stagnation or pressure, this gateway feels oppressive. The energy is heavy, dark, suffocating, like being trapped in a small, windowless room. There's a palpable sense of being weighed down by secrets, a feeling of shame and unworthiness that permeates every aspect of your being. Envision yourself wearing heavy chains, each link representing a past transgression or a hidden truth. This energy often manifests primarily in the stomach or solar plexus, creating a knot of anxiety or a feeling of nausea. It can also be felt in the heart, constricting your ability to give and receive love, or in the throat, making it difficult to speak your truth for fear of judgment. Emotionally, this translates to shame, guilt, remorse, self-loathing, a feeling of being inherently bad, a fear of being exposed, and a deep-seated need to hide or withdraw from others. For lightworkers, this gateway can be particularly challenging, leading to feeling responsible for the suffering of others, carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, and struggling to forgive themselves for perceived failures. They may find themselves attracting clients who mirror their own guilt, sabotaging their own success, and feeling unworthy of abundance. Feeling this darkness is not a punishment, but an opportunity to bring these shadows into the light, to confront the hidden truths and embrace self-acceptance and forgiveness. Gateway 5, the gateway of frozen intuition, doubt, and fear. After the oppressive weight of guilt, this gateway presents a different kind of challenge: chaos. The energy here is scattered, chaotic, and confusing, like static on a radio, making it difficult to tune into clear signals. There's a feeling of mental fog or disorientation, as if you're lost in a maze with no map. Imagine trying to navigate a busy city street with all the signs written in a language you don't understand. This energy often manifests primarily in the head or third eye area, creating headaches, dizziness, and difficulty concentrating. However, it can also be felt throughout the entire body, creating a general sense of unease and discombobulation. Emotionally, this translates to anxiety, fear, doubt, confusion, indecisiveness, a feeling of being lost or directionless, a lack of trust in oneself, a difficulty making decisions, and a sense of being disconnected from one's inner guidance. Lightworkers experiencing this gateway may find themselves doubting their intuitive abilities, fearing misinterpreting messages from spirit guides, and hesitating to share their intuitive insights with others. They may feel disconnected from their spiritual team and experience downloads that are unclear or confusing. Feeling this chaos is a sign to quiet the mind, to seek stillness and clarity amidst the noise, and to reconnect with your inner wisdom. Gateway 6, the gateway of broken boundaries, emotional shame. This gateway is about depletion. The energy here is weak, porous, and depleted, like a leaking container that can't hold anything in. There's a feeling of being drained or exhausted, as if your life force is constantly seeping away. Imagine a phone with a constantly dying battery, always searching for an outlet but never fully charging. This energy often manifests primarily in the root and sacral chakras, creating a sense of instability and insecurity. However, it can also be felt throughout the entire energy field, leaving you feeling vulnerable and exposed. Emotionally, this translates to resentment, anger, frustration, a feeling of being used or taken advantage of, guilt when saying no, low self-worth, a sense of being responsible for others' emotions, and anxiety in social situations. For lightworkers, this gateway can lead to attracting emotionally demanding clients, overextending themselves to help others, and feeling burned out. They may struggle to set boundaries, feeling guilty for saying no, experience difficulty receiving abundance, and feel responsible for fixing other people's problems. Feeling this depletion is a signal to protect your energy, to establish healthy limits, and to prioritize self-care above all else. Finally, we reach Gateway 7, the gateway of echoing betrayal, regret, and distrust. While broken boundaries leave you exposed, this gateway builds walls. The energy is guarded, closed off, and protective, like a fortress built around the heart. There's a feeling of isolation and loneliness, as if you're separated from the world by an invisible barrier. Imagine a castle surrounded by a moat, guarded by fierce dragons, preventing anyone from getting close. This energy often manifests primarily in the chest, around the heart chakra area, creating a sense of tightness and constriction. However, it can also be felt in the back or shoulders, as if you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Emotionally, this translates to fear of intimacy, difficulty trusting others, cynicism, paranoia, a feeling of being alone, regret over past choices, anger at those who have betrayed you, and a difficulty letting go of the past. For lightworkers, this gateway can lead to difficulty trusting their spiritual team, fearing being misled by false prophets or gurus, and struggling to build a supportive community. They may attract people who mirror past betrayals and feel disillusioned with the spiritual path. Feeling this guardedness is a signal to open yourself to love and connection, but to do so with discernment, trusting your intuition to guide you. These energetic signatures aren't just random sensations, they're messages. They're telling you where your energy is blocked, where you need to focus your attention, and what emotions need to be processed. It's important to remember that your experience of these energies will be unique to you. Trust your intuition and your own inner guidance. There is no right or wrong way to feel them. The good news is that you can actively shift these energies and unlock these gateways. We'll explore specific techniques for clearing blockages, balancing your chakras, and restoring the flow of energy in the coming videos. The key is to be curious and to experiment. Try different techniques, pay attention to how your body responds, and find what resonates with you. Have you felt any of these energetic signatures? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's create a supportive community where we can share our insights and learn from one another. In our next section, we will be focusing on practical exercises for each gate to release this stored energy. Now that you've tuned into the energetic signatures of each gateway, it's time to actively clear those blockages and unleash your inner power. These exercises aren't just about feeling the energy, they're about transforming it. Remember, the snow moon's light is a reflector, showing you what needs to be addressed. These practices will give you the tools to address it directly. Are you ready to step into your power as a lightworker and alchemize these challenging energies? Let's revisit the gateway of frozen tears, grief, and loss. To begin clearing this heavy, stagnant energy, we'll start with heart chakra breathing. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to your heart center. Inhale deeply through your nose, visualizing a warm, golden light filling your heart with each breath. As you exhale, imagine releasing any sadness, grief, or pain that you've been holding onto. Picture this negativity as dark smoke leaving your body, dissolving into the light. Continue this breathwork for at least 5 minutes, focusing on the feeling of expansion and release in your heart. For an added layer of healing, visualize yourself surrounded by compassionate beings, angels, guides, ancestors, or even beloved pets who have passed. Feel their love and support washing over you, comforting your heart and reminding you that you're never truly alone. This golden light connects to Source. It connects to your potential. It allows you to move forward. This breathing practice is designed to gently open your heart, allowing blocked emotions to surface and release without overwhelming you. Next, we'll move on to EFT tapping for grief release. EFT, or emotional freedom technique, involves tapping on specific acupressure points on the body, while focusing on the emotion you want to release. To begin, tap on the side of your hand, the karate chop point, while repeating this statement 3 times. Even though I feel this grief, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Then tap on the following points, repeating a short phrase related to your grief at each point. Eyebrow, this sadness. Side of the eye, this heaviness. Under the eye, this pain in my heart. Under the nose, this grief. Chin, this loss. Collarbone, I release this grief. Under the arm, I let it go. Top of the head, I am open to healing. If you're unsure of the tapping points, there are diagrams available online. Remember to breathe deeply and allow yourself to feel the emotions as you tap. Be gentle with yourself and stop if you feel overwhelmed. Some of you may find it difficult to connect with your emotions or may experience resistance to these techniques. Know that this is perfectly normal. If you feel overwhelmed, pause, take a few deep breaths, and remind yourself that you are safe. You can modify these techniques to suit your needs. Perhaps you can visualize a safe space or call upon a guide to assist you with the practice. Don't pressure yourself to do it perfectly, just focus on the intention of releasing what no longer serves you. With consistent practice, you'll find it easier to access and process these emotions. As you clear this energy, you can anticipate feeling a sense of lightness, increased compassion for yourself and others, improved sleep, and a renewed ability to find joy in life. To solidify this change, repeat these affirmations throughout the day. I am worthy of love and happiness. I release all grief and sadness. I am open to new beginnings. Feel the warmth of compassion flood your heart chakra, healing old wounds and creating space for new love and joy. By addressing the gateway of frozen tears, you not only heal your own heart, but also contribute to the healing of the collective, creating a ripple effect of compassion and love throughout the world. Remember to acknowledge the bravery it takes to face these shadows, as the path of a lightworker isn't always easy. Let's now turn our attention to the gateway of shattered dreams, lost potential. To reignite that inner spark and clear the dull, stagnant energy of this gateway, we'll begin with solar plexus activation. Sit comfortably, place your hands on your solar plexus, the area just below your sternum, and close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your solar plexus expand with each breath. As you exhale, gently contract your abdominal muscles, visualizing a bright, golden sun radiating from your solar plexus. With each inhale, feel the sun growing brighter and more powerful, filling you with confidence, motivation, and purpose. Repeat this breathing exercise for 5 minutes, focusing on the sensation of warmth and energy in your solar plexus. To enhance this exercise, visualize yourself stepping into your full potential. See yourself confidently pursuing your dreams, utilizing your unique talents, and making a positive impact on the world. Feel the joy and fulfillment that comes from living your true purpose. Believe in yourself and your ability to create the life you desire. Next, we'll use vision boarding for clarity and purpose. A vision board is a visual representation of your goals and dreams. Gather magazines, newspapers, images, and words that inspire you. Cut out images and phrases that resonate with your aspirations. Arrange them on a poster board or in a journal in a way that feels visually appealing to you. As you create your vision board, focus on the emotions associated with achieving your goals. Feel the excitement, joy, and gratitude as if you've already manifested your dreams. Place your vision board in a prominent location where you'll see it every day. Take a few moments each day to reflect on your vision board, visualizing your goals coming to fruition. What steps can you take today, no matter how small, to move closer to your vision? Take a few moments now, even before we move on to the next gate, and reflect on the emotions that the vision board stirs in you. What limiting beliefs are holding you back from achieving them? Acknowledge these beliefs, and then consciously choose to release them. Some of you may struggle with feeling worthy of your dreams or may experience a lack of motivation. This is often a sign of deep-seated limiting beliefs. It's important to challenge these beliefs and replace them with positive self-affirmations. Reframe these limitations and focus on your intentions. As you clear this energy, you can anticipate feeling a renewed sense of motivation, clarity of purpose, increased confidence, and a stronger connection to your inner guidance. To reinforce these positive changes, practice positive self-talk throughout the day. Repeat affirmations such as, I am worthy of achieving my dreams. I am capable of creating the life I desire. I am aligned with my true purpose. Feel the warmth of your inner sun radiating outward, illuminating your path and attracting opportunities into your life. By addressing the gateway of shattered dreams, you not only reignite your own passion, but also inspire others to pursue their dreams, creating a world filled with purpose and fulfillment. Now, let's move on to the gateway of silent screams, suppressed anger. To release this pent-up energy and create healthy outlets for your emotions, we'll start with a grounding and release exercise. Find a safe and quiet outdoor space where you can connect with the earth. Remove your shoes and socks and stand barefoot on the grass, sand, or soil. Close your eyes and imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, extending deep into the earth. Feel the earth's energy flowing up through your roots, nourishing and grounding you. As you stand there, visualize any anger, frustration, or resentment draining out of your body and into the earth. Imagine the earth transforming this negative energy into positive energy. Now, we'll be performing a cord-cutting exercise. Think of a person towards whom you feel anger or resentment. Visualize a cord connecting your heart to their heart. This cord represents the energetic connection between you. With your intention, use your hand like scissors and cut the cord. As you cut the cord, say, I release you with love, I forgive you, and I forgive myself. Know that cutting a cord does not mean cutting someone out of your life. This practice is about releasing any negative attachments. Forgiveness is vital. Repeat these affirmations. I am capable of expressing my emotions in a healthy way. I release all anger and resentment. I am at peace. You may find that revisiting past hurts triggers intense emotions or brings up self-doubt. It's important to remember that you are safe and that you are capable of healing. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Know that you are not alone and that you have the strength to overcome any challenge. As you clear this energy, you can anticipate feeling a greater sense of calm, an increased ability to express your feelings assertively, improved communication skills, and a deeper sense of self-respect. Feel the earth's energy supporting you, grounding you, and empowering you to stand in your truth. By addressing the gateway of silent screams, you not only heal your own anger, but also contribute to the creation of a more peaceful and harmonious world. Let's proceed with techniques to clear gateways 4 through 7 and create powerful shifts in those areas. We now move to revisiting Gateway 4, the gateway of shadowed truths, hidden guilt. To begin clearing this oppressive energy, we'll start with an inner child healing meditation. Find a quiet space where you can relax without being disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. Visualize yourself as a child, perhaps around the age when you first started experiencing feelings of guilt or shame. Observe this child with compassion and understanding. What does this child need to hear? What does this child need to feel? Reach out to this child, offering them love, acceptance, and reassurance. Tell them that they are not to blame for what happened and that they are worthy of love and forgiveness. Hold this child in your arms, surrounding them with warmth and light. Allow them to feel your love and acceptance. Stay with this visualization for at least 10-15 minutes, allowing yourself to fully connect with your inner child. Focus on compassion. Next, we'll use Ha'aponopono. Ha'aponopono is an ancient Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. It involves repeating 4 simple phrases: I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Think of a person or situation that triggers feelings of guilt or shame. Then, repeat these 4 phrases, directing them towards that person or situation. Repeat the phrases multiple times, allowing yourself to feel the emotions that arise. The Ha'aponopono technique works by clearing the negative energy associated with past events, allowing you to release guilt and shame and embrace self-forgiveness. Some of you may have difficulty with self-forgiveness or struggle to believe that you are worthy of love and acceptance. This is a common challenge when working with the gateway of shadowed truths. Be patient with yourself and remember that forgiveness is a process, not an event. Continue to practice the inner child healing meditation and the Ho'oponopono technique, even if you don't feel immediate results. Over time, you will begin to heal the wounds of the past and embrace a greater sense of self-compassion. As you clear this energy, you can anticipate feeling a greater sense of self-acceptance, increased self-compassion, liberation from the burden of guilt and shame, and a deeper connection to your true self. To reinforce these positive changes, practice affirmations such as, "I forgive myself for my past mistakes. I am worthy of love and acceptance. I am free from guilt and shame." As you clear this energy, you reconnect with your heart, healing old wounds and creating space for new love and joy. Next is revisiting Gateway 5, the gateway of frozen intuition, doubt, and fear. The energetic signature of this gateway is scattered and confusing, disrupting your ability to tune into clear signals from your intuition. To clear this chaos, we'll use a third eye activation meditation. Find a quiet space where you can relax without being disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. Bring your awareness to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Visualize a swirling vortex of energy in this area. Imagine this vortex growing stronger and brighter with each breath. As the vortex intensifies, feel your intuition becoming clearer and more focused. Visualize a beam of light extending from your third eye, connecting you to the source of all wisdom. Ask for guidance and clarity on your path. Listen for any messages that come through. To deepen this connection, you can also use crystals, such as amethyst or lapis lazuli, placing them on your third eye during the meditation. We will now use automatic writing. Automatic writing is a technique for accessing your intuition and receiving guidance from your higher self or spirit guides. To begin, find a quiet space where you can relax without being disturbed. Take a pen and paper and ask a question to your higher self or spirit guides. Then, relax your hand and allow it to move freely across the paper without consciously controlling it. Write down whatever comes to mind without censoring or judging your thoughts. The key is to get out of your own way and allow the information to flow freely. Some may find it difficult to quiet your mind or may feel disconnected from your intuition. This is a common challenge when working with the gateway of frozen intuition. Don't get discouraged. You are practicing and becoming stronger. Keep practicing. As you clear this energy, you can anticipate feeling a stronger connection to your intuition, increased clarity and focus, greater confidence in your decision-making abilities, and a deeper sense of trust in your inner guidance. Reinforce these changes and practice affirmations such as, "I trust my intuition. I am open to receiving guidance from my higher self and spirit guides. I am confident in my ability to make the right decisions." As the mind stills, that intuitive path is made even more clear. Let's address Gateway 6, the gateway of broken boundaries, emotional shame. As previously mentioned, this gateway is about depletion. Now, we must use protective shield visualization. Begin by finding a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. Visualize a brilliant, golden light surrounding you, forming a protective shield. See this shield as impenetrable, deflecting any negative energy or unwanted influences. The shield extends a few feet in all directions, creating a safe and sacred space around you. Visualize this shield becoming stronger and more vibrant with each breath. You can enhance this visualization by imagining the shield shimmering with iridescent colors or reinforced with symbols of protection that resonate with you. Feel the shield as a tangible barrier, separating you from the outside world and allowing you to maintain your energy and boundaries. Along with that, let's do mirror work for boundary reinforcement. Stand in front of a mirror and look yourself directly in the eyes. Speak to yourself with love and compassion. State your boundaries clearly and assertively. For example, you might say, "I deserve to be treated with respect. I will not tolerate being taken advantage of. I am worthy of love and abundance. I have the right to say no." Repeat these statements several times, feeling the power of your words resonating within you. Pay attention to how your body feels as you state your boundaries. Do you feel strong and confident, or do you feel hesitant and unsure? If you feel any resistance, acknowledge it, and then consciously choose to release it. Continue practicing mirror work regularly, reinforcing your boundaries and building your self-confidence. You must also recognize your worth. Repeat these power statements: I am strong, I am worthy, and I am powerful. As you clear the self-doubt, you protect your energy. And finally, we'll tackle Gateway 7, the gateway of echoing betrayal, regret, and distrust. With this comes built-up walls. It is now time to break them down with our heart-opening yoga sequence. Engage in yoga. Focus on poses like Cobra Pose, Bridge Pose, and Wheel Pose. These poses can help to open your chest and release pent-up emotions. As you move through the poses, focus on your breath, allowing each inhale to expand your heart and each exhale to release any tension or tightness. We will enhance the process by using a gratitude journaling. Each day, take some time to write down things you are grateful for. Focus on the present moment and appreciate the simple joys in your life. By focusing on gratitude, you can shift your perspective from regret and distrust to appreciation and trust. Reflect and keep writing. Let go and make space for future love. Some of you may have to revisit these steps. Acknowledge the hurt, be present, be open. As you embrace love, affirm that the world is a kind and safe place. Remember, these gateways are all connected. As you clear energy in one area, you'll likely experience positive shifts in others. Be patient and trust the process. Your journey through these gateways will be your own. There's no right or wrong way to experience this. Be gentle with yourself and trust your intuition. Commit to trying at least one of these exercises this week. Even a few minutes of focused attention can make a big difference. Share your experiences in the comments below. In the next video, we'll be discussing raising your frequency to stay in flow with these gates. Now that you've actively cleared the initial blockages using those powerful techniques, it's time to move beyond just removing obstacles. It's time to supercharge these pathways and ignite the latent potential within each of these forgotten gateways. Remember, the snow moon isn't just revealing what's hidden, it's providing the celestial fuel to propel you forward. Are you ready to amplify these energies and step into an even more empowered version of yourself? Raising the frequency of an energy center isn't merely about experiencing fleeting positive emotions. It's about fundamentally recalibrating your energetic blueprint. This involves attuning yourself to a higher level of consciousness, attracting more fulfilling experiences, and embodying your most empowered self. This shift requires conscious intention, unwavering belief, and focused action. Think of it like tuning a radio. Clearing the static allows you to receive the signal, but raising the frequency fine-tunes the reception, bringing the message in crystal clear. Now, let's fine-tune those gateways. Let's revisit the gateway of frozen tears, grief, and loss. Having released some of the initial grief, it's now time to cultivate joyful memories. Don't simply remember the good times, actively savor them. Pull out old photos, listen to music that evokes happy memories, and re-engage with hobbies you once loved. The goal isn't to erase the pain, but to create a balanced perspective, enriching your present with positive emotions from the past. Try creating a joy jar. Write down positive memories on slips of paper and place them in a jar. When you're feeling down, pull one out and relive that moment. And above all, practice gratitude for the lessons learned. How has grief shaped you, strengthened you, or brought you to where you are today? Write gratitude letters to those you've lost, expressing appreciation for the impact they had on your life. Even in the darkest moments, there are seeds of wisdom waiting to sprout. Some of you may face resistance, fearing that cultivating joy will invalidate your grief or dishonor those you've lost. It's essential to understand that honoring grief doesn't mean dwelling in it perpetually. It means acknowledging the pain, learning from it, and then actively choosing to move forward with love and gratitude. Grief can be a powerful teacher, guiding you towards greater compassion, resilience, and appreciation for life. By finding that balance, you can honor both joy and sorrow. Anticipate increased feelings of joy, gratitude, and connection a deeper appreciation for life's preciousness, and a profound sense of inner peace and acceptance. In support of this shift, try saying, I am grateful for the love I have experienced. I embrace joy and allow it to fill my heart. I honor the lessons of grief and move forward with hope. By raising the frequency of this gateway, you create a higher connection to your heart chakra, preparing you for even deeper transformation as we move forward. Now, let's turn our attention to the gateway of shattered dreams, lost potential. With initial blockages removed, the task is to visualize success with vivid detail. Don't just imagine achieving your goals, feel the experience as if it's already happened. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch as you achieve your dreams? Create a detailed mental movie, immersing yourself in the sights, sounds, and emotions of your success. What actions are you taking? What are you saying? What are other people saying to you? It's also time to embrace calculated risks. Don't stay stuck in your comfort zone. Take small, manageable steps outside of what feels safe and familiar. Apply for that job, start that project, or have that conversation you've been putting off. Remember, even the smallest step can create a ripple effect of positive change. Self-doubt and fear of failure may arise, whispering insidious lies and preventing you from taking action. Quiet those insidious whispers. Focus on your intention. Remember your why. If your dreams truly light you up and set your soul on fire, then what anyone says about them really doesn't matter. As this gateway's frequency elevates, expect to feel a renewed sense of confidence, clarity of purpose, increased motivation, and a profound sense of excitement and possibility. Try repeating, I am capable of achieving my dreams. I am worthy of success. I embrace challenges and learn from my mistakes. Raising the frequency of this gateway amplifies the power of your solar plexus, igniting your inner fire and preparing you for the next stage of your journey. Let's now address the gateway of silent screams, suppressed anger. Having created initial pathways for release, it's time to channel that potent energy into purposeful action. Don't let anger fester and turn inward. Harness its power and direct it towards something meaningful. Join a cause you care about, advocate for change, or create art that expresses your emotions. Find healthy outlets for your anger, transforming it into a catalyst for positive impact. Also, embrace radical self-responsibility. Acknowledge your power to choose your response to difficult situations. Don't blame others for your anger. Take ownership of your emotions and consciously choose how you will react. The temptation to blame others may surface. It's easier to point fingers than to take accountability for your own feelings. Remind yourself that you always have a choice in how you respond. Blaming only perpetuates the cycle of anger and resentment. As this frequency shifts, empowering self-expression, a sense of balance, and increased inner peace can be expected. To reinforce this shift, affirm, I express my emotions in a healthy way. I am at peace with my past. I choose love and compassion over anger and resentment. Raising the frequency of this gateway amplifies your sacral creativity, preparing you to navigate the complexities of Gateway 4 with greater emotional intelligence. Now, let's shift gears and move forward. With revisiting Gateway 4, the gateway of shadowed truths, hidden guilt, we'll begin with cultivating self-love through mirror work. Don't just look in the mirror. See yourself with compassion. Speak to yourself with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge your imperfections and celebrate your strengths. Remind yourself that you are worthy of love, acceptance, and forgiveness, regardless of your past mistakes. Try writing a love letter to yourself, expressing appreciation for all that you are, and practice acts of kindness and service. Helping others can be a powerful way to heal feelings of guilt and shame. Focus on making a positive impact on the world, contributing your unique gifts and talents to something larger than yourself. Resistance to self-compassion is probable. You may not believe that you deserve to be forgiven. That is an old story. Reframe the narrative. You need to release this guilt. Practice loving-kindness meditation, extending compassion to yourself and others. You should experience greater self-acceptance, increased self-compassion, a liberation from the burden of guilt and shame, and a deeper connection to your authentic self. To reinforce this transformation, affirm, I forgive myself for my past mistakes. I am worthy of love and acceptance. I am free from guilt and shame. With this amplified frequency, your solar plexus chakra can thrive. For revisiting Gateway 5, the gateway of frozen intuition, doubt and fear, you will need to create a sanctuary for your intuition. Designate a space where you can connect with your inner guidance without distractions. This could be a physical space, like a meditation room, or a mental space, like a quiet walk in nature. The key is to create an environment that feels safe, peaceful, and conducive to introspection, and seek out mentors and guides. Connect with individuals who inspire you and offer wisdom and support. Don't be afraid to ask for help or guidance. Mentors can provide valuable insights and help you navigate challenges along your path. It is important to discern. Some of the messages that surface may not be your own truth. It's important to test these messages against your inner compass. Do they feel aligned with your values and beliefs? As you are filled with frequency, you are sure to have clarity, trust, and vision. Embrace this and affirm, I trust my intuition. I am open to receiving guidance from my higher self and spirit guides. I am confident in my ability to make the right decisions. Connecting the third eye will only heighten the journey. Now, we must address revisiting Gateway 6, the gateway of broken boundaries, emotional shame, and celebrate individuality. Embrace what sets you apart from others. Don't try to fit in or conform to expectations. Celebrate your unique qualities and express yourself authentically. You are a one-of-a-kind being with valuable gifts to share with the world. And practice forgiveness of others. Letting go of resentment and bitterness can free you from emotional pain. Understand that everyone is doing the best they can. Extend compassion to those who have hurt you and release the need for revenge. Setting expectations for people is often a root cause of pain. Reinforce compassion. By releasing the expectations, you enable yourself to love freely and without condition. As you set your boundaries, you may feel more powerful as you move forward and embrace self-love and affirm, I am worthy of respect and love. I am strong and capable of setting healthy boundaries. I choose to honor my needs and desires. By doing so, your root and sacral chakra can prepare for what's to come. And lastly, it's time for revisiting Gateway 7, the gateway of echoing betrayal, regret, and distrust. Here, it's imperative to build your tribe, cultivate authentic connections with people who support you, understand you, and lift you higher. Surround yourself with individuals who share your values and encourage your growth. Trust your tribe members and allow yourself to be vulnerable with them. Create a safe space where you can share your fears, dreams, and challenges without judgment. And remember to embrace the present moment. Don't dwell on the past or worry about the future. Focus on the here and now. Find joy in the simple things and appreciate the beauty that surrounds you. Gratitude will pull you into the now. You have been hurt before, making openness difficult. Remember that everyone is on their own path. Trust in yourself and allow yourself to be vulnerable with people you feel safe with. And with that, authentic connections, a renewed sense of hope, and a deeper trust in the universe can become your reality. Take back your future. As you open your heart, remember to affirm, I trust in the journey of life. I am open to giving and receiving love. I am grateful for the lessons of the past and excited about the possibilities of the future. Remember, raising your frequency is a choice, a conscious effort to live from a place of love, joy, and empowerment. The more you practice, the easier it becomes, like strengthening a muscle through consistent exercise. When we collectively focus on raising our frequency, we create a powerful wave of positive energy that ripples outward into the world, impacting global consciousness. You are not alone in this journey. You are part of a growing community of lightworkers dedicated to creating a brighter future. These exercises aren't one-time fixes, they are ongoing practices. Take time each day to connect with your energy, clear blockages, and raise your frequency. Track your progress and adjust your practices as needed. What works for one person may not work for another, so experiment and find what resonates with you. Now that you've learned how to clear and raise the frequency of your gateways, the next step is to learn how to maintain these higher vibrations in your daily life. In the next video, we'll explore practical strategies for protecting your energy, setting boundaries, and staying grounded amidst the inevitable chaos of life. I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments below. What have you noticed since you started raising the frequency of your gateways? What challenges have you faced, and how have you overcome them? Your insights may inspire others on their own journeys of healing and transformation. We've done the foundational work, clearing the pathways and raising our frequency to new heights. But remember this: all of that potent energy is just potential until it's expressed. Now comes the crucial step of embodying that frequency, of living and breathing your truth. It's one thing to clear and raise your frequency, and another to embody it in your daily life. We aren't just receivers, we're transmitters. Are you ready to become a beacon of light, radiating your elevated vibration into the world? Embodying the frequency means allowing your elevated state to permeate your thoughts, actions, and interactions. It's about living authentically, with vulnerability and acting in service to something larger than yourself. It's no longer enough to simply feel good. It's about being good, a walking testament to the transformative power of light. What if every action, every word, every thought became an offering of your highest self? This is the journey of embodying the frequency. Let's revisit the gateway of frozen tears, grief, and loss. To truly embody the healing from this gateway, it's time to share your stories of resilience. Your journey through grief, your triumphs over loss, can become a source of hope and inspiration for others who are struggling. Don't underestimate the power of vulnerability. It's not a weakness, but a profound strength that connects us on a soul level. By openly sharing your experiences, you become a beacon, guiding others through their own dark nights. But that's not all. Consider creating memorials or rituals to honor those you've lost. These can be simple acts, like lighting a candle, planting a tree, or creating a memory box filled with cherished mementos. The goal is to transform grief into something positive, infusing the memory of your loved ones with light and love. It's about creating a space where their spirit can live on, not in sorrow, but in celebration. The challenge, however, lies in the fear of judgment. You might hesitate to share your story, afraid of being perceived as weak or overly emotional. Or you might worry that reliving painful memories will set you back in your healing journey. To counter these fears, remember your power and your intention. Focus on the positive impact your story can have on others. In sharing your story, you deepen your connection with yourself and others, transcending the limitations of grief and embracing the boundless possibilities of love. How would your life change if you stopped seeing your grief as a burden and started viewing it as a catalyst for profound connection? What could you create? What could you inspire? What could you heal? Take action now. Ask yourself, what is one story of resilience I can share this week? What memorial or ritual can I create to honor those I've lost? Consider these questions carefully. The time for reflection is over. The time for action has come. This entire process is about radiating heart-centered energy, a love that transcends loss and embraces the interconnectedness of all beings. As you share your story, as you honor your loved ones, you send ripples of healing throughout the collective consciousness, reminding others that even in the darkest of times, love endures. It is a true example of embodied frequency. Now, let's turn to the gateway of shattered dreams, lost potential. Embodying the frequency here means taking bold action, not just for yourself, but for others as well. Mentoring or guiding others who are pursuing similar dreams can be incredibly fulfilling, providing a sense of purpose and validation that amplifies your own potential. By uplifting others, you simultaneously uplift yourself, creating a powerful cycle of growth and empowerment. Perhaps you've always dreamed of starting your own business, writing a book, or pursuing a creative passion. Now is the time to take that leap of faith and step into the unknown. Embody bravery, embrace the discomfort, and trust that the universe will support you every step of the way. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Don't let fear hold you back any longer. However, fear and the opinions of others may surface, hindering your progress and fueling self-doubt. You might worry about failing, about being judged, or about not being good enough. It's important to stay focused on your own journey. What others think of you is none of your business. Their opinions are simply reflections of their own beliefs and limitations. By taking bold action and inspiring others, you unlock new opportunities, attract abundance, and experience a profound sense of fulfillment. Your dreams aren't just about you, they're about the positive impact you can have on the world. What if your success could inspire countless others to pursue their own passions and create a better future for all? Commit to one specific action you can take this week to move closer to your dreams. Will you start writing that book? Will you take that business course? Will you reach out to a mentor or investor, make a commitment, and write it down? Your solar plexus should be ready for confident actions, radiating a sense of self-assurance that draws opportunities and inspires others. You become a magnet for success, attracting the resources and support you need to bring your dreams to fruition. Embrace the journey, trust your intuition, and never give up on yourself. Finally, let's address the gateway of silent screams, suppressed anger. To embody the frequency of this gateway, it's time to become an advocate for justice and equality. Use your voice to speak out against injustice, to stand up for those who are marginalized, and to create a more equitable world for all. Your anger, once suppressed, can now be channeled into a force for positive change. Furthermore, lead by example in setting firm and loving boundaries. Demonstrate to others how to protect their energy, honor their needs, and assert their boundaries with compassion and clarity. Your actions speak louder than words, inspiring others to take control of their lives and reclaim their power. As you set boundaries, you set the standard for how you deserve to be treated. The primary challenge will stem from discomfort. Expressing anger, even in a healthy way, can feel scary and unfamiliar. You might worry about hurting others, about being perceived as aggressive, or about disrupting the peace. But you can still state your needs with compassion. Remember that your needs are valid and deserving of respect. However, stepping into the power and speaking up will create a sense of empowerment, a feeling of liberation, and a profound sense of inner peace. Your voice matters, your actions matter, and your presence matters. What if your willingness to speak your truth could inspire countless others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positive change throughout the world? Create affirmations that reinforce your boundaries and empower your voice. Write down affirmations that resonate with your values and repeat them daily. For example, I am worthy of respect. I express my needs with clarity and compassion. I stand up for what I believe in. As such, you should feel passion with boundaries. Prepare to radiate a fiery passion tempered with wisdom and discernment. You become a force for positive change, inspiring others to embrace their own power and create a more just and equitable world for all. But remember that there are 4 more gateways. Now let's focus on the gateway of shadowed truths, hidden guilt. The frequency must be embodied in action. This involves practicing radical honesty, both with yourself and with others. Stop hiding from the truth, stop making excuses, and stop pretending to be someone you're not. Embrace your imperfections, acknowledge your mistakes, and take responsibility for your actions. Radical honesty is not about being brutal or insensitive. It's about being authentic, transparent, and sincere. It's about creating a foundation of trust upon which meaningful relationships can be built. Acceptance of self and others creates a freeing environment. Additionally, it is crucial to lead with integrity, aligning your actions with your values and upholding the highest ethical standards in all that you do. It's about making choices that are consistent with your conscience, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Upholding your values means living in alignment with your soul's purpose, creating a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. However, leading with integrity might cause fear of judgment. You may worry about what others will think of you. Instead, try connecting your values with your actions. Use your values as a compass, guiding you towards the most authentic and fulfilling path. When you lead with integrity, you attract people and opportunities that resonate with your soul's purpose, creating a life of meaning, fulfillment, and abundance. Guilt that has been shadowed will result in a surge of compassion for self and others. Take some time to journal and ask yourself these questions. What are my core values? Am I living in alignment with my values? What steps can I take to lead with greater integrity in my daily life? Take time and reflect. This is all that matters. Moving forward means living with integrity in heart and mind, radiating a sense of authenticity that inspires others to do the same. You become a beacon of light, attracting people and opportunities that resonate with your soul's purpose. It is a great way to move forward. Let's focus on the gateway of frozen intuition, doubt, and fear. In order to embody the frequency, it will be essential to confidently share your intuitive insights with others. Trust your gut feelings, listen to your inner voice, and don't be afraid to express your unique perspectives, even if they differ from the mainstream. Your intuition is a powerful tool that can guide you towards the highest good. You must also take inspired action. The goal is to follow that intuitive insight. Inspired action isn't about forcing things to happen. It's about surrendering to the flow of the universe and taking steps that feel aligned with your soul's purpose. It's about trusting that the universe will support you every step of the way. But first, there are challenges to address. In order to avoid these challenges, you will need to create discernment. Ask for guidance from your higher self, your spirit guides, or trusted mentors. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network can provide valuable insights and perspectives, helping you to navigate complex situations with greater clarity and confidence. Self-trust is imperative here. You are sure to validate your intuition by stepping out of your comfort zone. This will strengthen your confidence and deepen your connection to your inner guidance. As you embrace your intuition, you become a beacon of light. Commit to taking one inspired action this week that aligns with your intuitive guidance. Will you start a new project? Will you have that difficult conversation? Will you take that leap of faith? It's all about commitment. The time is now. As wisdom flows through you, wisdom comes in. Wisdom illuminates your path. With your head held high, you become a powerful force for positive change, inspiring others to connect with their own intuition and live a more authentic, purposeful life. For the gateway of broken boundaries, emotional shame, there will need to be modeling of self-care and self-respect for this embodied frequency. Show others how to prioritize their well-being, honor their needs, and set healthy boundaries in relationships. Lead by example, demonstrating the importance of self-love, self-compassion, and self-respect. And you can teach others about boundaries, sharing your knowledge and experience with those who are struggling to assert their needs and protect their energy. Your wisdom is a powerful tool that can empower others to reclaim their power and create healthier relationships. The biggest challenge is shame. Release yourself from the shame of past hurts and empower your soul. In doing so, the root chakra is balanced. The challenge is the lesson. You are sure to feel more empowered in your life by setting an example. With that, think. What steps can I take to model self-care and self-respect in my daily life? How can I teach others about boundaries? In order to embrace strength and confidence, you must feel the fire within. Your energy is calling for more. You will be a beacon of light, inspiring others to honor their needs and create healthier, more fulfilling relationships. And lastly, it's time for the gateway of echoing betrayal, regret, and distrust. To reach the embodied frequency, it's important to extend trust to worthy individuals. Stop holding back out of fear of getting hurt. Open your heart to those who have earned your trust, allowing yourself to be vulnerable and authentic in their presence. Creating intimacy can lead to wonderful relationships. A safe and supportive community must also be fostered, connecting with like-minded souls, sharing your experiences, and offering support and encouragement. Together, the power of community is amplified. The people that bring you together are vital. However, there must be openness, but it can be difficult to trust again. In those moments, remember to be yourself. The truth is enough. You are enough. Your reward will be connection. As you welcome new people into your life and let go of past trauma, you can more easily move forward. Trust in yourself. Reach out to a friend or family member and create an authentic connection with them. In doing so, you may feel the love of those around you, all you need to do is trust. Love should be radiating through your heart. That love will keep you strong. The next phase is all about integration. As lightworkers, we are called to lift one another and raise the vibration of the collective. Now we are here to emphasize the power of shared intention. You are a part of the Lightworker community, and as a collective, we are louder, stronger, and better together. This is a truth to embrace. Remember to surround yourself with those that get you, lift you, and cheer you on. The support you are seeking is all around you, so be open to it. Collaboration and support create great energy that can be life-changing. Whether that's in person or online, get involved and reach out. Now is the time to expand your connections. Don't underestimate the importance of human connection, especially during times of transition and transformation. Connecting with others can provide valuable support, guidance, and inspiration, helping you to stay grounded and focused on your path. With that in mind, let's go back and give a recap of all the steps we have taken to create a better world for yourself and those around you. First, you cleared the path. Then you heightened the frequency. And now we're here to stay, so let's radiate with love and continue to be a part of this beautiful community. Now that you are radiating your light, we need to maintain your frequency. In the next video, we'll explore practical strategies for protecting your energy, setting boundaries, and staying grounded amidst the inevitable chaos of life. That video will be about staying strong. What are you waiting for? Go out there and share your experience and uplifting energy. Remember, together, you can change the world. The opportunity is now. We've traveled far, haven't we? Through the gateway of frozen tears, where grief transforms into boundless compassion, the gateway of shattered dreams, where lost potential ignites into fiery purpose, the gateway of silent screams, where suppressed anger channels into empowered action. We then uncovered the gateway of shadowed truths and emerged with integrity and allowed frozen intuition to thaw and become guidance. The gateway of broken boundaries led to the freedom of self-respect, and we welcomed the gateway of echoing betrayal to become open to love again. Remember the ache, the struggle, the uncertainty. Look how far you've come. Remember how we meticulously connected specific symptoms to each forgotten gateway, the anxiety, the sleepless nights, the unexplained aches and pains. Now armed with the knowledge and the tools, you possess the power to recognize those signals, to decipher their hidden messages, and to apply the appropriate healing balms. Don't underestimate the significance of this transformation. You've cracked the code, and in doing so, you've unlocked a profound level of self-mastery. Countless viewers have shared their incredible experiences in the comments, a testament to the pattern's effectiveness. You are never alone in this journey, and here's the resounding truth that echoes through it all. As light workers, your sensitivity is not a burden, but a superpower. You are not merely healing yourselves. You are actively contributing to the ascension of the planet, one conscious breath at a time. Your ability to feel, to empathize, to transmute these potent energies makes you a catalyst for profound positive change. With each layer you peel back, you will find new joy and new meaning. But the journey doesn't end here, it simply deepens. Remember that every act of self-healing sends ripples outward, impacting the collective consciousness in ways you may never fully comprehend. Think of it as a pebble dropped into a still pond, the concentric circles expanding infinitely, or a single candle illuminating a vast darkness, its light reaching the farthest corners. Your healing creates a resonance, making it easier for others to awaken, to heal, and to remember who they truly are. Never underestimate your power to contribute to change. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, it's vital to stay grounded and balanced. Prioritize self-care rituals that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Spend time immersed in the embrace of nature, allowing its grounding energy to restore your equilibrium. Connect with communities of like-minded souls, where you can share your experiences and receive unwavering support. Set healthy boundaries to protect your energy from draining influences, and most importantly, remember to breathe. Each breath is a reset. Never forget, beloved light worker, that the path of self-discovery is a lifelong adventure. There is always more to learn, more to explore, more to uncover about the infinite depths of your being. Seek out resources that resonate with your soul, whether it's books, workshops, online courses, or guidance from trusted spiritual mentors. The universe is constantly whispering secrets in your ear. All you have to do is listen. Trust your heart. Now, how do you weave this newfound wisdom into the tapestry of your daily existence? How do you embody the lessons of the 7 gateways in your relationships, your careers, your creative pursuits, your spiritual practices? Consider this. How can you embody the compassion learned from the gateway of frozen tears to foster deeper connections with your loved ones? How can you channel the empowered action from the gateway of silent screams into your professional endeavors, becoming a force for positive change in your workplace? Let everything work together. Energetic shifts are an intrinsic part of the human experience, a constant dance of ebb and flow. Now equipped with the insights from our journey, you are prepared to navigate these shifts with grace and resilience. Trust the wisdom of your intuition. It will never steer you wrong. Stay firmly anchored in your spiritual practices, allowing them to be your compass in turbulent seas. And above all, remember to adapt, to evolve, to embrace the ever-changing landscape of your inner and outer worlds. You are ready for anything. And never forget, dear one, that you are not alone on this path. You are surrounded by a legion of unseen allies, spiritual guides, angels, ascended masters, benevolent beings who are showering you with unconditional love and support every step of the way. Open your heart to their presence, trust in their guidance, and allow yourself to receive the abundance of blessings that are waiting to be bestowed upon you. The power of support is infinite. From the depths of my heart, thank you. Thank you for your unwavering presence, your open minds, and your courageous spirits. Your willingness to delve into the shadows, to embrace your vulnerability, and to commit to the transformative power of personal growth is nothing short of inspiring. You have the courage. Continue to share your experiences in the comments below, creating a vibrant tapestry of shared wisdom and support. Connect with fellow light workers, offer your encouragement, and remember that we are all interconnected, walking this path together, hand in hand, heart to heart. Together we shine brighter. And if you're yearning to delve even deeper into the mysteries of the universe and unlock even more of your hidden potential, be sure to stay tuned for my upcoming video series, where we'll be exploring the ancient art of next series topic and uncovering practical strategies for key benefit. It's going to change you. Remember always, you are inherently worthy of love, joy, and abundance. You possess the power to sculpt a life that is in perfect alignment with your soul's deepest purpose. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and never, ever relinquish your dreams. Until our paths cross again, take exquisite care of yourselves and continue to radiate your magnificent light for all the world